Hi, I'm Gina the Curly Girl. This is where I like to try new things and try old things new ways. Stick around, let's see what works. Hey, just gonna let you in a little secret. I'm doing a project. Years ago, I went to a MOPS meeting in Nashville, Tennessee, and I went to a class. They offer little classes, or I'm not sure what they called them, but they offered something for all the moms at MOPS. And we got to choose, and there were different topics. And one of them was called, I went to a class that I didn't really enjoy it. And I got up and I left because it didn't really pertain to me. It was like, had to do with missionary work out of the country, and that's not something I was doing at the time and wasn't interested in. I had little ones, and anyway, I left that. And I wanted to go to another little topic, and the only one that wasn't full was called the Husband Project. I didn't really like the sound of it because my husband is a man, he's not a project. And I don't know, I wasn't real pleased with it because I didn't like the other class I was in. So I go, and there's a speaker called Kathy Lip, and she is fantastic. That ended up being my favorite speaker of the whole weekend that year at MOPS. And I ended up purchasing her book called The Husband Project. And another mom at MOPS had done the same thing that I did. She went into to hear a speaker that didn't pertain to her. So she ended up getting up and leaving early, and we ended up sitting next together at this Husband Project. And we loved Kathy Lip. She was funny. She was very interesting. And like I said, we both ended up, I think, purchasing the book. I ended up buying one of her shirts that said "My husband is a hottie" and wore it on the way home. And I got so many compliments on it from men, like, "I love your shirt. I wish my wife had a shirt like that. Your shirt is awesome." I mean, it was neat. And the friend that was with me, she goes, "I can't believe you bought that shirt." She said, "My husband would die of embarrassment if I wore a shirt like that." I said, it's kind of, I think it's a win-win situation. And my husband loves it. I get bonus points. If he doesn't like it and it kind of aggravates him, I said, it's kind of fun to aggravate your husband every now and then. So I thought it was a win-win. So I got the shirt, and he ended up loving it. When we got out of the car, we drove to Nashville together, and we got back. Her husband was meeting us to pick her up to take her home because, like I said, we rode together. I got out of the car, and he saw my shirt. He looked at his wife. He turned, "Did you get a shirt like that?" She said, "No, would you want me to wear it?" He said, "Well, yes." So I thought that was funny. Anyway, I really loved Kathy's topic, and I loved the Husband Project that she was talking about. And this was when my now 16-year-old was about 2 or 3. I don't know exactly. So this has been a while, several years, more than 10. And I did the book. I'm not sure. I can't remember if my husband figured it out. He definitely noticed something was different. He noticed something. He couldn't put his finger on it, but he noticed something. I don't remember at the end if I ended up telling him I did it. I don't remember if he guessed. I don't think he would have guessed the Husband Project, but if pinpointed me to it, pinned me down. Anyway, I did the whole thing for 21 days. And I actually loved it. Like, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was doing kind of secret stuff for him. Anyway, I have decided, like I said, it was over 10 years ago. And I ran across the book again. And I thought, I think I'll try it again. Some of the things that I started back then became a habit that I still do today. If I ever drive his car or borrow his car, one of her suggestions was always fill it up with gas, give it back to him full. It's just a nice surprise. Most of the stuff in her book, nothing's hard, nothing's elaborate. It's just little gestures of kindness to show your husband that you're thinking of him and you love him and you want him to feel loved and appreciated. And she gives lots of suggestions. For 21 days, do this and don't tell him. It's secret, kind of like a secret sister, a secret Santa. You don't tell him. You don't want him to know you're doing this. And it's not supposed to be a burden. If you can't do it, something happens, and you miss a day, skip that day, start back the next day. or whatever. It takes a little preparation. Like I said, she's got lots of suggestions, but she's also like, customize it to you and your husband. So I'm going to start again, and I'm going to see if he notices. So join the journey with me. I'm hoping to do it for 21 days straight without missing a day. But you know, I'm human. I forget. I mess up. I plan to plan, and then I don't plan or don't fulfill my plans, or I forget about my plans and things don't always work. And I have children that are still living at home, and things come up and happen with them, school stuff that they didn't tell me about, whatever. So I'm going to give myself grace and mercy if I miss a day, and I'm just going to start the next day. But we'll see what happens. See if he picks up on it this time. See if he notices. Join me on the journey. See what you think. Okay. I'm not actually officially starting. Like I said, it's been over 10 years since I've done the husband project. So I found my book. I've read the first few chapters. Not quite ready to start my project. And I've not actually made any plans and preparations. But I just thought I'd do something a little bit different. Something I don't normally do. And something, doesn't take but a minute. But I made a little sign that says, "You knock my socks off." Now I'm going to put it in his sock drawer. So when he comes home and in the morning after he takes a shower and he's getting ready for work and he grabs socks, the first thing he sees when he opens that door is a sign that says, "You knock my socks off." So that's kind of the thing that Kathy Lipp talks about in the husband project. But like I said, I'm not actually officially starting because, like I said, I still want to read a chapter 2. He is out on the tractor cutting hay tonight, and the boys are gone. They've got drama practice, and so I'm here by myself. So I'm going to catch up on my reading and begin to make a game plan. So for the next 21 days, not sure if I'll start tomorrow or the day after. Don't know exactly when I'm going to start, but it'll be soon. But for the next 21 days, hopefully in a row, but if I don't make it in a row, I'm still going to do it for 21 days, hopefully consecutive. I am going to try to do something kind and something that lets him know that I love him, I appreciate him, I'm thinking about him. It doesn't take a lot of effort, but it does take some effort. I think that wasn't hard. I wrote on an index card, "You knock my socks off," and I put it in the sock drawer. But instead of me just walking in and putting clean socks in the sock drawer, I took a little extra effort and wrote kind of a love you note. So, whether he likes it or not, I think I'm going to have fun doing it. I hope he likes it, because that's going to make it more fun. That's going to make it more fun. But if you think you want to do this, grab the book. I got it at Mops years ago. I'm assuming it's still on Amazon. I'll check and see. If it is, grab the book and do it with me. It'll be fun. Like I said, you'll feel good about yourself, and he'll feel good about himself, and he'll realize you're the one doing it. All right, girls, join me. Okay. So I told you about putting the note in my husband's sock drawer. Well, let me show you. Let's see if I can find it. It's still in there. He found it. Did he tell me he found it? Nope. I know he got socks out the next morning, so I know he had to have it. I knew he had to see it because I laid it right on top. He could not get socks without seeing that. But in all honesty, it's early in the morning, and so he could have possibly been half asleep and missed it. And I kind of thought I'd get a giggle or like the note. I thought I could get something. Nothing. But in the book, The Husband Project, Now, she may have had recent, like I said, I've had this for a long time, so she may have had updates. But on my book, on page 43, I want to read to you what she says. And this is teaching me a good lesson because I hadn't officially started the husband project. I knew I wanted to go that way, and I just thought I'd start with just a little thing that just popped into my head. So on page 43, it says, here's the caveat. Remember that you aren't doing any of these projects to get noticed. Okay, mistake number 1, Gina. If you can secretly bless your husband, even better. Make it your mission to do each project without hoping for a response. All right, Gina, mistake number 2. Delight in the secret satisfaction of knowing you're doing everything you can to be a blessing to your man. Okay. So my first motivation was wrong. I was doing it for him, but I was hoping for a response. I was hoping for something, and I didn't get it. So from now on, I'm just going to do the projects, and I'm not going to hope for anything. I'm not going to hope that he notices. I'm not going to hope that he responds. I'm just going to do it and hope and pray that it blesses him. That's my goal. Is I want to be a blessing to my husband. I'm hoping to brighten his day at the end of a long day of work. Hoping I can bring a little light of sunshine if it's been a bad day at work. I'm hoping I can start the day off if I do things first thing in the morning, the sock drawer. I'm just hoping to bless him, and I'm hoping that he feels blessed. And along with this, I'm also doing, this is just me personally, but I'm doing Power of a Praying Wife by Martin, and I can't think of her first name. Anyway, I'm doing Power of a Praying Wife, and where each day I pray a specific prayer for him. I think there's either 28 or 30 chapters. I won't say 30 chapters in the book. Again, I did that a long time ago, and I'll lay it down, and then I'll pick it up every so often to do it. But there's like I said, I think there's 30 chapters. So if you read each chapter a day, and you say the prayer at the end of the chapter, or a prayer more suitable for you and your husband, more suitable for your husband, specific to him, his needs, you are purposefully praying for your husband daily for a month. And I think that is great. Not even just generic prayers. Thank you for my husband. I appreciate him. You giving him to me, whatever. These are very specific prayers. Some about his job, some about his health, some about finances. She's got a whole bunch laid out, and I just love her guidance in there. A lot of times I'll pray the prayer she has. Sometimes I go deeper because I know Frank, what he needs more specifically. I know what's going on in our lives, and I want to pray specifically for him. So between the husband project and Power of a Praying Wife, where I'm praying for him intentionally for 30 days, I'm hoping my husband will feel blessed. Thanks. Hey, shh, don't tell. He doesn't look at my channel. So if you don't tell, he won't know. So this will be a surprise. So please, shh, keep it quiet. Thank you.